Well, Lil Teemo. I think one of the most unreal trailers I've seen for a fighting game character maybe ever. They went sicko mode. I was told this was normal. They were like, yeah, whenever Marlon Pie wants to update us about Teemo, he just sends us combo videos edited with this style of editing. So that was our inspiration for the trailer. Also, the music is so sick. I mean, he looks awesome. I like the fit. Also, brand new Bandle City stage. He's got a Soul Bad Guy belt. Oh my god. Oh my god. Plant the bush. Poison darts. Teleport to the bush. Sonic. Side B. What the fuck? Float. Oh man. That was the fucking... Was that the Keck W, bro? Leaves behind a burning bush, bouncing pebbles. Dude, what are they doing? What are they doing, man? That smile as he killed him. The music. Do 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 do. What up, Soda? Bro, look at his little Hup 2, 3, 4. He's got the fucking Gigantor Kai fucking mushroom. I like that Teemo got hit and it still stayed out. That's facts. You got a little slump. He's got a dig OTG. Oh. Bro, what is he doing? What up, Conat? Frying up an egg? Dude, the chat on the screen, I'm covering it, but like the chat.
It's against the code to keep giant sea monsters as pets.
Cringe based question marks. That's his level 3.
Hey, you earned the losing badge.
Bro, you earned the losing badge. Then they hit you with the end of the trailer into the... Sure you can. That is insane. They did not have to do all that with the fucking... The footage of the lobby in the background. They got the fucking lobby footage of everybody jumping around in Teemo outfits. This is like the most fever dream trailer I've ever seen for a fighting game character in my life. This character is evil. People say that and they meme about it, but you might not know why. He's not fun to fight against. He's really annoying because he blinds you, which means your auto attacks miss. And then he just plants little traps around the map and he's just like a real asshole. And the worst part is whether he's on your team or on the enemy team, most of the time, he does nothing all match but be annoying. So like you have a Teemo on your team and he's like really strong, but he just does nothing. So then you lose anyway. He's like one of those characters where he doesn't win, he just makes you mad. They really nailed, I think, the feeling of who this character is from the video game. And also, even if you've not played the game, I think it's very clear who he is. This is why I put him very low on my list of characters to be put in the game, because he's fucking evil and he sucks ass to fight in League of Legends. That's how he is, and that's how he's gonna be in this game too. I have played a little bit of Teemo, but he was not my focus because he's Teemo, you know, but I thought he was extremely cool. Marlon Pie and the team did a great job. His fit.
Finally, Teemo. So Teemo,
this guy loves Teemo, by the way. Every time I went in, he would do this. He would put his finger on his chin and be like, yes, Teemo. The thought of Teemo just filled him with such like deep, mysterious joy. Oh my god, he is insanely small.
and in fighting games, that usually becomes a big issue for the opponent. There's
his
Kurt
crouch
all the way up to the
animate.
top of the tuft.
There are some options that whiff against Teemo, but they are pretty rare. The entire game is sort of tuned around Teemo in a way. Every attack in the game, if we want it to be generally reliable and not kind of more of an edge case situational thing, that bottom of that hitbox goes just low enough to hit a crouching Teemo.
So on the top of his 2, Teemo jumps back, places the mushroom right in front of him. If you are moving forward and throwing the mushroom, he moves forward. And if you're moving back and throw the mushroom, he moves back and throws the mushroom. If you're jumping forward and throwing mushroom, you can land with your mushroom. There are many ways to play around this. Mushroom can be removed by the opponent's attacks.
Yeah, it makes
Another
sense.
way to remove the mushroom is to just hit Teemo.
Oh, okay.
Another way to deal with this is to get in proximity and just by blocking it or by avoiding it. And
The radius is not even as big as like the block is. You see this? Like she's blocking here, and this shit doesn't even hit her.
Teemo has a lot of interactions for his mushrooms too. As you can see, Teemo can pretty easily set up his shot. If you place a mushroom on top of another mushroom, it bounces on top of it and it jumps forward. He has this move, jump down A3. It has its own purposes.
He says down A3. This guy is a fucking old man. The enemy team's got an A3 above us. Fucking A3 inbound.
If you use it with the mushroom, he jumps up and he can move here. He's free to move afterwards.
He gets a big hop.
Another interaction he has is
That's sick.
shovel. It has
okay.
other uses like anti-air, OTG, but if you use it with the mushroom,
Dig.
it launches the mushroom forward, and while it's launching, you
Can you special cancel
it. You may have noticed when I was exploding the mushrooms, but as I explode the mushrooms, he had 3 icons on top of his meter. As Teemo uses his mushroom and explodes the mushroom, it keeps filling up.
Go.
And once he levels up,
Sajam, Teemo.
he gains the ability to spawn poison cloud from his mushroom explosions. Mushroom also looks a little different, indicating that it is a poisonous mushroom.
Ooh.
And if the opponent stays inside the poison cloud, the opponent gets poisoned and they suffer a little bit of DOT. The dart in his kit is his L normal. So this is his light attack. You can press lights consecutively and Teemo shoots darts up to 3 times at a time. Like this.
Projectile normal.
Wow, that is so
He
far.
can do this in the air as well, and we think this is like one of the defining features or
Wow, that was a lot of
defining
darts
ways
hit.
that Teemo is going to play neutral.
Oh, I guess only on
and/or
hit you get
zoning
the
against
thing,
The opponent.
yeah.
You can see when you hit the opponent with the darts, Teemo gains 1 tick of the dart badge. He gains the poison dart.
It's damage over time.
On tap of S1, he just shoots a slingshot forward, but you can charge this, and you can shoot farther, and you can also do this in the air.
You can aim
I think
it.
this is the only projectile that reach full screen.
Yeah.
And Teemo has down S1 as well. He shoots up instead, and
Fire in the hole.
You can charge this the same as the standing S1 or
Oh
air
my
S1.
God.
Oh, by the way, you have to hit the opponent. They cannot block these to get the point. Yeah, Teemo gets the slingshot badge, and his rock becomes fire rock. He receives a little more hit stun off of this, so it allows Teemo to link this projectile into like a normal for additional combos, for example.
That is so much hit stun. Look at the
Hit
first
stun
part.
off of this, so it allows
Do you see the pause after it hits?
Teemo to
It's just fucking-
receives
this shit is
a
like
little
plus
more
fucking 30.
hit stun off of this, so it allows Teemo to link this projectile.
That is so
into-
plus.
I mentioned another interaction with Mushroom earlier, but I couldn't show, and this is the interaction with S1.
Bro,
the
what do you
slingshot.
mean?
It really extends like half of the time for a slingshot bullet. It really helps the rock. Once it bounces on Mushroom, the opponent will have a hard time getting around it, though the opponent can just strike
It
the
actually looks
mushroom.
better. It seems like mushroom out, shoot the slingshot covers like the air approach that most people want to do.
These badges, they persist across rounds. So once you get these badges, or once you accumulate points on these badges, you'll never lose them until the very end of that match. This is Fortis 1. This is called Vandal Dash. Yep.
That's a big
on
deal.
Charge of Fortis 1, he runs in place, gains momentum, and on release, he shoots himself forward with a multi-attack. We generally consider this as like a combo extender, combo ender.
He doesn't hit the hardest, right? He's not the first character you imagine to just demolish your face into the ground, but he still needs to be
The
satisfying.
damage
He
seems
feel
okay.
good.
Oh,
Nice
he gets
to-
limit strike for free like that? Nah,
Combo
son.
ender.
This character
Doesn't
is
hit
gonna
the
do
hardest,
this
right?
combo.
He's not the first character you imagine to just
Dig on their
demolish your face
asses.
into the ground, but he still
Dig,
needs to be
boom,
satisfying.
pop this, mushroom, fucking shoot the thing, and he's gonna cover all the rolls and shit. Like the limit strike like that? Oh hell no. Dig,
Last special he
just
has.
fucking put some shit out.
One unique mechanic that he has is done by just crouching on the ground, sitting still. And this is not to be confused with down forward or down back.
Oh,
Teemo
man.
becomes invisible in 2 seconds.
That is
and while
accurate to
he's
League of
invisible,
Legends.
He is free to move. While he's invisible, he enjoys a 15% speed bonus, so he's able to get around the stage a little quicker.
Speed bonus.
And yeah, you just can't see him. And another unique mechanic I want to mention for Teemo is the
How many unique
parachute.
mechanics?
This is done when you're in the air. You can hold up to deploy this parachute.
Oh, man.
And when you have this parachute deployed, you can move around with left or right. It's like a fun tool for Teemo to get around the stage. So when you press down S2,
Guerrilla
Teemo
tactics.
plants a cone of grass on the ground and it grows over time.
Wait, this seems harmless.
Right. After it grows, Teemo has 3 interactions with the grass. First is that he turns invisible inside the grass almost immediately. Unlike the crouching invisibility, he can actually move around and still remain invisible.
I love that, in this tiny little space.
Yeah. When he's outside of the grass, he can
Bro,
press
come
down
on.
S2
I don't know
again
what to tell you.
teleport back to the grass. Teemo can use crouching H to burn the grass. Once you get the fire and Teemo holds up, you can float on the updraft of the fire. Another interaction that Teemo has with the grass is that once you get the flame slingshot, he can set the grass ablaze with the flame slingshot as well. So let's talk about Teemo's supers. So S1 super, Vandal Sky Patrol.
Okay.
Teemo
Pretty
can
nice.
decide to just bust out the super and just, play neutral like this, and the opponent kind of has to get around to get away. Say if you have a double down fuse, you can use the super, pull your assist,
Oh my god.
and you can play around or play with the darts. Let me get to the S2 super. This is the Noxious Surprise, the big mushroom.
There's a lot of startup though.
In principle, it works pretty similar to the regular mushrooms, or just a bigger version of the mushroom trap. It does hit multiple times, does more damage. It cannot be destroyed by opponent's attacks.
Ah.
It actually counts towards 2 points of the mushroom badge.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Traditionally, if you do a shovel on the mushroom, it just bounces once, replaces or moves to one plane forward. But if you shovel
Super
the
mushroom,
big
shovel.
mushroom, it keeps going forward. This is Teemo's forward assist.
He planted
the mushroom. Of course. But unlike the regular mushroom, he remains on the ground while he does this. That's partially because when you want to tag into Teemo once he's doing the assist, we didn't want him to, be in the air. So that's why he's on the ground. But otherwise, it's basically just a mushroom move. And this is Teemo's back assist.
Darts?
The darts.
That's useful.
Instead of 3, he shoots 2. But unlike the regular darts, they come a little staggered. When you call Teemo for super assist, he comes in from
Yeah, we
the
saw this in
air.
the trailer.
Oh my god, it's so impressive.
He goes through the entire screen, dropping
Oh,
the mushrooms.
hell
In a
no.
nutshell, this is like a screen clear assist, but obviously you can use it for pressure combos. Pressures might look like, because there are gaps in between, you can cross them up.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Or so you can go
god.
for high lows. In Teemo's case, we really wanted Teemo to be able to be played by anyone.
You just shoot a bunch of darts.
It was an interesting design problem where we knew Teemo had to be weird.
Bro, what is this
He's a
combo?
weirdo, like we've established. Anybody
The
who's seen him for
mushrooms
first time thinks he's
OTG
cute.
by
skill
themselves.
for the-
So you can just toss the
It
mushroom
was an interesting
and then toss the mushroom and then trap and then
I
trumpet
knew Teemo had to be weird.
and then
because
mushroom and then
he's a weirdo,
spike
like
them.
we've established.
Mushroom again, H,
Anybody who's seen
super.
him for
Oh
the first
my
time
God.
thinks he's cute and just wants to play should get to. And I think y'all did an amazing job of threading that needle.
Yeah, glad you pointed it out. That's another thing we want to make sure on Teemo's kit too. We want to make sure that individual tools that he has
can combo off
are
that?
individually fun to use. At least these tools, it's pretty straightforward.
This is with every badge
It's
also.
clearly good and easy to
Doom,
use.
doom, doom,
So,
doom, 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 doom,
We're
doom.
super excited.
Take some shrooms, burn some grass, light some nuts. Is that what Teemo is all about? Is this the stoner character? I'm guessing if you're new, if you just mash darts, it's probably pretty effective. If you just jump back, shoot darts, you could probably just do that. Doesn't look like a beginner character. I think zoners in general tend to be pretty easy to pick up because you just put shit on the screen and the other person has to deal with it. I mean, you saw in the slam as an example for Street Fighter when JP was just an absolute menace and everybody was just dead to JP. You wouldn't think JP is a good beginner character, but learning how to deal with just getting past the ghost was so much work, But yeah, he does seem pretty complex, actually. I think he seems like one of the more complex kits that we've seen so far, right? The fact that his mushroom assist OTG is also... His assists don't seem that good to me, actually, though. Unless the dart assist goes full screen, because his regular darts don't. His super assist seems very good. Seeing his assists makes me think that you would want to play him on point. The Alawi Tentacle and the Mushroom, they had a nickname for that team. Unconquerable, Sean, the game director, called that team the Garden. Yeah, his kit looks insane. Like, it looks really fun, really interesting, a lot of cool interactions. My first thought is, like, the float is really useful, and, like, that's one of those things that I would immediately want on a character because I think it's really strong. You guys may know, famously, I hate Zato float and fly. I think flying in fighting games is cheating. I assume that that shit's gonna be real strong. The other thing is, like, I wonder how good he is at holding his own space without an assist and stuff. Like, you know what, Jinx? Her traps are good, but sometimes you just, like, jump at her and she dies. If he's sitting there setting shit up, can you just pull up on him? Or can he, like, actually hold his space and, like, is he fine? It was like, they asked Marlon Pie, all right, make Teemo. And he's like, I could make him shoot dart and plant mushrooms, or I could make him the greatest Bandle Scout of all time. And they're like, yeah, that's the second one. Someone needs to start telling Marlon Pine no. No, I disagree. As a content creator, I see a character like this and I'm just smiling. This is premium content right here. I'm gonna be biting people's fucking ankles like it's over. Handing out goddamn mix badges and L badges. I'm gonna learn this character so that when I troll people, I can play Juggernaut Teemo. Like, I gotta.